I have some people that come on the channel who really do not like Muslims. And I've compiled a lot of what they've said with some of the things that I think to put together this little message. The Muslims kill innocent women and children intentionally. Well, not just the Muslims, but mostly the Muslims. Who cares that Muslims weren't the first suicide bombers or even the second ones? It's mostly all Muslims. They kill innocents on purpose to cause terror. We, on the other hand, kill innocent women and children unavoidably, regretfully. Sometimes we have targets to destroy and insurgents to kill, and there happens to be women and children nearby. They die, and we're sorry we had to kill them. They were collateral damage. Muslims get on a bus and kill everyone. They don't care who dies, the way we do. I think the families whose children were killed by us should take solace that we chose to kill them with a heavy heart. Muslims torture and kill captives. We torture captives too. Yet only very seldomly do we actually kill our captives. We mostly maim them. Muslims treat their women like slaves. Well, not just Muslims, but mostly Muslims. We have elevated our women to the status of equality, even higher, in some cases as high as porn star. The Muslims rape women, and it's sanctioned. It's legal. We rape our women in the dark, and our legal system encourages them to shut up and don't press charges. Muslims mutilate the genitals of their daughters. Well, not just Muslims, but mostly Muslims. Though parents adopting Ethiopian Christian girls sometimes find their clitorises missing. Never mind that the genitals of our boys are still being mutilated today, every day, including me. My parents wanted me to be clean and didn't want the other boys to think I was a hillbilly with foreskin. Muslims execute criminals in the town square, barbaric hangings. Though hanging is still technically legal here. They also chop people's heads off. Nobody does that. We haven't done that hardly ever. Except there were a few beheadings last week on our southern border of Mexico. But that was just a result of our war on drugs. We're talking about our war on terror. So public executions, we don't do them anymore. Now we only execute killers. And we do it in a controlled, respectful, humane manner. And often we even let our rapists and killers free to rape and kill again. Muslims execute gays, homosexuals. Well, not just Muslims, but mostly Muslims. Uganda is torn right this moment between the death penalty and life in prison for homosexuals. Can't wait for the result as they consult with American religious advisors. We only kill gays in private, and it's a crime. We just deny gays the rights we enjoy and try to convert them to straight or push them toward teen suicide. Yes, we haven't executed homosexuals legally for years. Muslims kill in the name of their religion. We don't do that anymore. Now we've moved on to killing for more complex reasons. Muslims beat their wives. At last we found some common ground here. We beat our wives too. But Muslims, twisted, rejected suitors, throw acid in the faces of the objects of their affection. We hunt our estranged or uninterested women down and kill them in defiance of the restraining orders against us. Muslim women have to cover. Well, not just Muslims, but mostly Muslims. We haven't had our women covered in years, except for our nuns and Orthodox Jews and Orthodox Christians. But mostly all Muslim women have to cover, except for the ones that only choose to cover and those Muslim women who don't cover at all. They want to take over the world. We don't try to do that anymore. Not much anymore. I'd like to end this by stating a couple things. One, I do not believe, and I will never be convinced by anyone at any time, that homosexuality is a crime. I will also never be convinced that women are second-class citizens. And I will always believe that humans should be free to speak their minds, without fear of death or imprisonment.
America!